Hello, my man. Wow. So you're capturing me in a really raw moment right now. I just had some landscape as far as going in and understanding why I became irritated with a request from my wife to be home earlier than I originally thought. And what became of that was a real interesting, like it's still really interesting because I'm still unboxing what that is. So this video is going to be dedicated towards you connecting with your inner boy. All right, so let's go. I became upset with myself. And when I started looking at what that was, it was truly just my inner boy feeling like he had been slighted, time allotted, doing the things that I enjoy or not. I mean, the things that need to get done. So feeling like it was being compressed, feeling like what I was doing didn't matter. And the story that I created with that was that my wife didn't care and that no one really gets why this stuff that I do is important to me. And how dare they do that? They request more. Now you might say, well, that comes down to fortifying your boundaries and declaring what those are. And you're right. I want to also talk to you about why it's important to be able to serve yourself so that you can show up for yourself, so that you have a picture of what that looks like when you show up for other people, so that you have capacity for that. So what I was able to get into in real depth was that my inner boy felt slighted, irritated, upset, and angry. And this paints a picture of how I felt in my childhood, which was when there were moments when I couldn't spend time with my mom or my dad because they were working, or when I really needed them and they weren't there. What I saw from that, what I got from that, what I modeled from that was yourself doesn't matter. You don't matter. And that becomes a part of the subconscious over and over again, programming. The circus going on in your head. So the new story that I got to after realizing that my inner boy felt like he was being slighted and neglected was that I truly value the time that I spend with myself. And I will ensure that I safeguard that time for me, and I will do a much better job of doing time management when it comes to that. So what does that look like? It's going to mean waking up earlier, but it's also going to hold me accountable to eating the right food so I don't get sluggish. It's also going to hold me accountable to ensuring that I can, when it comes down to showing up for me, that I drink enough water, that I go to bed in time, or else I stay up or I'm awake all night, or and then I give myself an excuse for not being able to have enough time to do that. And what happens? Well, we end up sleeping in, or you end up feeling groggy, and then you end up cutting some things out of your day because you just don't have the capacity to be able to show up for yourself. So what else came of this was, it was like this is still really raw. I was able to picture myself as my own son. And what that was I wanted to ensure that he had time with me. Because if I ever had a son, you bet your sweet Bippy that that's what he would want. He wouldn't want all my time. He would want all daddy's time or dad's time. He wouldn't want me to be sliding that time or rearranging that time. Now I get it. You have a life. I have a life. But doing everything you can to ensure that time spent is quality time, being present, being engaged. All right? So important. So this is what it is. Being engaged, being present. And you can only get there when you start really working on why this is an issue for you. And I'm going to challenge you out there, my man. I'm challenging you to really look at yourself, to really feel what that is when you get upset and why you get irritated. All right? To really feel into that, because what you might be doing, and I'm not accusing you, but what you might be doing is lashing out or being passive aggressive with your coworkers, your family, your wife, and not realizing under the surface what you're doing. Because this is what I was doing in moments. So I also want to let you know that if you feel like you're having issues even coming to terms with what these things are, then I would love to be able to support you, my man. I am so passionate about this stuff that I would be happy to have a 30-minute discovery call with you to figure out what this means and how you can be so much more present, engaged, and have even more time in your life after you've given yourself some, so that you have some sort of idea, template, a way, an example to be able to give that to other people. Because you know not of that until you really do it for yourself. So I would be more than happy to sit with you to do this. So thevaliantlifestyle.com, and then book a time with me. Just go into my calendar, book a time. We're going to do a 30-minute discovery call, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. I am going to help you get there. I'm going to help you go beyond that. All right? So I'm going to leave it there, but I want to hear from you. And I want to thank you for watching. Let's do this.